we'll
I can
go
take care of it. Got it.
awesome. Awesome. What do you say? Do we go
Yep,
ahead and get the
let's get
ball
started.
rolling?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And I think
let's
we
do
have a
it.
nice group. Hi there, everyone. Just wanted to say welcome to our office hours. This is the office hours for Style to Design and Chirpyest, and we do these office hours as kind of as meetings as opposed to webinars, so that it's really a conversation. Think about it when you had a college professor. My mom's a professor, and you could go by their office and just they would be in their office from 2 to 4, and you could go by and ask any questions or they would talk about what happened at that lecture that day. So we put together these office hours periodically to engage with people and if you have any to answer any questions you may have. And today we're really excited because this is a joint office hours with Chirpyest. I'm Colette and Heather Kane of Style to Design. So I'm going to go ahead and let Heather introduce herself, and then I'll come back to me and I'll tell you a little bit about me as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Colette. I am so excited about this because just a little bit of background about myself. I've been in real estate for 22 years. I've been a real estate broker for 14 years. I own a luxury real estate brokerage. I own a staging company. I own an interior design company. And my job, my mission in my life is to really help agents build incredible value propositions and win opportunities. And one of the things that I did is I created a platform called Style to Design. Style to Design is the easy button for real estate agents, designers to really have the tools that they need to offer staging and design services. That tool has won a lot of awards. We were ranked as a top 10 technology tool by the NAR. We got ranked by the Damon John Shark Tank as a top technology tool recently. And we partnered with Chirpyest because we had a missing piece to our puzzle. And we're going to share all of that with you today. And that is how Colette and I have joined forces. So that way we have something that is so dynamite for a real estate agent that helps them create the most incredible value proposition so they can win opportunities with builders, investors, buyers, and sellers. And we're going to dive into that today.
Great. Thanks, Heather. And my name is Colette Shelton, and I'm the founder of Chirpyest. And Chirpyest is a shopping platform that allows anybody to shop, share, and earn. And my background is I was a TV executive. I live here in Los Angeles, California, and I was a TV executive. And on the side, I started a little interior design blog called Coco Cozy. Coco Cozy soon became Forbes magazine ranked. We ended up with product in stores all around the country. Katy Perry was following us at one point, and all these celebrities, and it was this little blog that I was blogging on, in between. I was a senior vice president of partnerships at my job, but I was blogging on the side, and it became this big thing. In that, a lot of brands came to me and they said, "We'd love for you to talk about our brands." And I was like, "Great, sure, I'll do that." And they wanted to pay me. But I thought, there's so many people in my community who I know who have better style than me or have equal amount of style. How can I create a platform that allows them to shop, share, and earn? So to kind of democratize influence. And so then I went on this journey of inventing Chirpiest, which we'll show you a little later. So stay tuned because we're going to take you on an amazing tour to see some of the things that we built and how it works. But eventually NAR came knocking and saw that realtors, thousands of realtors had joined Chirpiest. And so we became an NAR realtor benefits partner. NAR is also an investor in Chirpiest. We became part of their Reach program as well. So it's been, for me, a really wonderful deep dive in the last 2 years of learning about the real estate industry. So Heather's your expert in real estate. And I have now I've turned TV executive, turned blogger, turned tech founder. I'm your expert in tech right now. So today in today's uh, our office hours, we're going to go through a few things. Let me just share my screen so you can see. We are going to be going through some presentations. Heather is going to first present on Style to Design, and then I'll take you through Chirpiest, and then we'll do a product demo and tour where you'll get to see how you can actually use these tools to engage your clients and your prospective clients, and also you can use them to earn some money as well. And then we're going to open up to Q&A where you will be able to either answer questions live or Lauren will be checking out questions in the chat as well if you're shy shy and you don't want to ask us directly. And then we're around for a little bit of Q&A, and then that's it. And hopefully we set these for about 45 minutes so that we don't take up your full hour. So you can go do something fun, stretch, take a walk, during this time, during that time. So we hope to give you back that time at the end of the hour. And now I'm going to hand it right over to Heather.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all. Let me know if you see it. Thumbs up. Fantastic. So today we're going to talk about, I come at it as a perspective, like Colette said, as the real estate world, right? And my job is to help agents win opportunities. And so we're going to talk about today how the partnership of Style Design and Chirpyest has helped agents, hundreds of agents already across the country, build incredible value proposition. So we've already chatted a little bit about myself and a little bit about Colette. So we're going to dive in. So one of the things that a lot of real estate agents don't know is that staging and design, according to the National Association of Realtors, is the only tangible asset a real estate agent can contribute to a transaction to increase ROI. It's proven that staged homes sell anywhere from 6 to 11% more than its marketed competition. But the problem is a lot of agents don't offer it because it's expensive. So I'm going to show you something that has revolutionized the real estate industry that's made it cost effective for every agent to offer staging services. So what if you were, as a real estate agent, you could sell every home with design services included? Do you think it would give you a competitive edge in this market? The answer is yes, because I've been doing it for a very long time. So the reason why it's powerful to sell homes with design services included, I'm going to show you how the partner with Chirpyest is making that happen, is it saves buyers thousands of dollars by not having an interior designer to furnish their home. And it assists the sellers on maximizing profit because 81% of buyers have zero vision, right? They can't see past anything that's original. So if you can cast the vision and show the full potential of a property, it helps the seller maximize profit because it makes that home more appealing to a broader range of buyers. So everybody heard of virtual staging, right? I think you guys have all heard of that. So there's really three types of staging in this world. There's virtual staging, there's reality staging, which we're going to do a deep dive in, and then there's physical staging. The reason why a lot of people don't do physical staging is because it's expensive. Virtual staging has become very hot in this market, but unfortunately, I think we can all agree that sometimes it's a letdown to that buyer, okay? Which is why I went on a mission and created reality staging. I'm going to show you what that is. So right now, the image on the left, that is called virtual staging with a big X, that red X. That is cyberspace 3D module furniture that buyers cannot purchase. You're just giving the visual, but there's no purchase option. On the right-hand side with the green box, that is reality staging. Everything you see in that image has a click to purchase solution. And the best part about it is those are Chirpyest links where you can earn revenue off of it. So we're going to show you how that all works. So let's say you have a listing and it's vacant. First off, anyone that has a vacant listing right now, you are losing a revenue generating opportunity. Okay. I always say listings are your resume, right? What you put out in this world is what you get back. So within our platform, you actually load this before image. You select an interior design board. This is why it's very different than virtual staging. That interior design board, and you can choose by price point, you can choose by style. So if you have a luxury home, a non-luxury home, or if you want cost effective, we have so many. We have over 1,000 different design boards for you to choose from. So everything in this room has a click to purchase. We take that design board and we simulate it into your listing images. So now the buyer has everything readily available to make that property come to life. And now you can advertise that home as being sold with design services included because everything has a click to purchase solution. How fun is that, right? So let's just chat real quick about what the benefits are of reality staging. So the reason why this became powerful and why I was so excited about the partnership with Colette is because we needed a way that was the easy button for real estate agents to get that affiliate revenue. And she built the tech for it, right? So that was the missing piece to my puzzle. Reality staging is hundreds of agents are using it right now across the country because they love it because it's non-disruptive, right? The seller, just like virtual staging, they don't have to do anything to get that property ready. The agent can actually load those images into our platform, and we get those images back in 48 to 72 hours. And then the real estate agent can actually advertise that home as design services included. So one of the things, I'm put my broker hat on for a minute, is you always want to load the before picture and then you load the reality staging image right after, right? So the turnaround time, like I said, is about 48 hours. It's 95% cheaper to use reality staging versus physical staging, and those images come back in high quality. One of the things that we do is at all of our listings, we actually print them off on foam boards. So that way the buyer gets the visual online. And when they walk in person, they actually see the visual of the full potential on an easel with a foam board. And usually buyers love that because they get that perspective when they're seeing the property in person. So we also do it for renovations. So remember how I said 81% of people have zero vision? Well, that is so true when it comes to renovations on a property. So we do kitchens, bathrooms, and exteriors. So like I said, you can load this before, you can select an interior design board, and then we simulate what it would look like. This right here has been so powerful for so many agents across the country that they've built their entire real estate business off this. Expireds, FSBOs, going after those properties that have been sitting on the market that couldn't sell. This is a great opportunity for you to go in as the agent and have a better value proposition as the previous real estate agent. So reality renovation is similar to reality staging. It's a way you can advertise design services included. Like I said, you do kitchens, bathrooms, and exteriors. Turnaround time is 48 to 72 hours. One of my favorite things to do when I'm at a listing appointment, and at that listing appointment, if the kitchens and baths are original, one of the things I love saying to the sellers, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when selling your home, would you like your home to appeal to 100% of buyers or 19% of buyers? And they give me a look, and I said, the reason why I'm asking is your house is beautiful, your kitchens and baths are original, so that might be an objection that we get. My job as your agent is to make sure I showcase your home to the fullest potential, which is why we're going to reality renovate to show them that full potential. So your home can appeal to 100% of buyers versus 19, since we know 81% of people don't have vision, right? So this is a fantastic way to do that. Reality renovations has been phenomenal. So what I want to show you right now is how do you take this reality staging and reality renovation and turn it into revenue, right? Because that's what we're really excited about. So there's two different types of revenue streams that we teach and train agents to do. One is the affiliate revenue. That's what Colette has mastered for us, which we're so excited about. And the other one that I love to add on is trade revenue, because we have hundreds of agents that are earning incredible revenue off that. So the coolest part about the Style Design being partnered with Chirpyest is now literally, because she's partnered with NAR, it makes it so easy for you to get an account that's at no cost, and you immediately get access to hundreds of brands to get affiliate revenue to earn up to 30% cash back. So when we're building out our design boards, we're building it with Chirpyest links. So it's your easy button for you to now say your listings are shoppable, right? How fun, right? That makes me so excited. So let's talk about trade revenue really quick. So when I just showed you that image of the dated kitchen and the renovation, what do you think are the top two questions that a buyer's going to ask you? How much and who can do the work, right? That's what someone's going to ask you on a renovation. So I teach and train agents how to build out trade accounts with contractors. When you're an interior designer, you have trade agreements with contractors that you earn revenue off of. So one of the things that I do is I teach and train the agents how to build out these trade revenues, and most agents earn anywhere from 10 to 25% of the revenue off of the construction from a general contractor. So if that seems overwhelming to you, don't worry. I built an academy around how to do all of this, okay? So how it works is, like you see, this is that dated kitchen. Those are the two questions they're going to ask. This is the visual that you'll have in MLS with the before and after, right? You'll also print that after on an easel and have it in the house. And then you have your referral agreements, those trade agreements with contractors. So when you give that to the buyer, that name and number of those contractors, you're going to earn 10 to 25% of that profit. So what we did is Style to Design is basically your design center. So we have right now, this actually upgraded. We have over 1,000 design boards of all price points and styles. So whether it's a vacant room or an occupied room, we can remove that furniture. But here's just another example so that you can see how our renderings really come back beautiful and everything in there is click to purchase with Chirpyest links. Here are some of the most popular brands that we have affiliate links with, and also for on the renovation side as well. So we do kitchens, bathrooms, and exteriors. We even do back decks, or lanais, wherever you're from. So if you're looking to do that, we can pretty much customize things for you. The best part about it is Colette has all that product with Chirpiest links, and I simulate that into the property. So that way you as an agent can advertise that home as being sold with design services included. So what I love to do is teach agents, okay, now that you have this value proposition of that, how do you take that and build it into your real estate business? So I teach and train agents all across the country on how to do that. One of the ways that we do it is by building out your menu of services as a real estate agent. And we break that down in our academy for you, along with the templates that you would need to execute this in your business. So Colette probably knows this. The average cost to hire an interior designer to design a space for you is on average $450 to $1,500, right? Wouldn't
And
you
in
agree,
some
Colette?
in some markets, even more.
Yeah. So we charge here in Southwest Florida about $1,500 per room. So if you have a listing and you are able to curate a beautiful rendering of exactly what it would look like with all that product to purchase, that buyer would pay a designer anywhere, that's the national average, in 450 to 1,500. So that's the value you as an agent are bringing immediately to that transaction for a seller. So I'm going to show you right now how I've taken this and I built out my tiered commission approach. So let's say right now you're at a listing appointment and you have tier one, which includes everything you offer your sellers. Then you have tier two, that is an increase in the commission percentage, but that includes selling your home with design services included. That includes reality staging and a reality renovation. The national average, is anywhere from renovations are about 3,500, the others are 15. So we're going to show that value of about 14,000 that we're going to offer in that tier two. So a seller can advertise as design services included. And then we have tier three that includes more. Our agents here in my brokerage and agents that we've been coaching and training, they have increased their commission percentage by leveraging this tool. Not only are they winning the opportunities, but they're also increasing their commission with buyers and sellers. I don't know about you guys, but I think everyone probably here on this webinar wants to do that, right? So that's just a few examples on what we do with Partnered with Style to Design and Chirpyest. So Colette, do you want me to toss the baton back to you?
Yes.
And then we'll answer questions at the end.
Great. And I will take everybody through a little bit about Chirpiest, and then you'll all come together in your mind once you see what we've done and what Heather has brought you. Okay, let me share my screen. Please tell me if you can see my screen. Yes. Okay, so at Chirpiest, we're making listings shoppable. So the question I'm going to ask you, when you think about realtors and brokers, I know, do real estate agents and brokers have the ability to influence? And this is a question that I first asked when I first became involved with the National Association of Realtors. And I know the answer to that question is yes, you are all influencers, people who have chosen a career that's all about changing people's lives. You're proud to share your ideas and inspiration on everything you do with everything to do with home buying, including and even recommendations on furniture and appliances that people put in their homes. So let me tell you a story about this listing. This is an image of a real estate listing in Los Angeles. And what do you think people who walked into this home asked the most questions about? Well, they didn't ask about the bedrooms or the baths or whether there was a pool. They asked about the orange chair in the corner there. That's right, the orange chair, not the square footage, not about the neighborhood, not about the number of baths, but the orange chairs. Now, knowing that this happens every day at listings across the country, we thought we would help agents make their listings shoppable. Well, Chirpy's to the rescue. In this case, Acme Real Estate from Los Angeles was able to create a Chirpy's shopping board and sell those chairs. And yes, Acme is not a generic or fictional agency. It is a real brokerage in Los Angeles, and you can look them up. They put a QR code at the listing or in marketing materials, and potential buyers can now shop Acme listings. So let's break this down to the bigger problem that we saw. You as agents are constantly recommending products to your clients, and you're influencing what clients purchase beyond buying an actual home. You are a true resource, an influence to your clients, yet you've never been able to monetize your influence. So the solution is Chirpyest. Chirpyest is a free shopping platform that lets agents, real estate agents and brokers shop, share, and earn from thousands of brands. Right now, thousands of real estate agents and brokers are using Chirpyest. You can easily create a Chirpyest shopping board, and agents can make their listing shoppable by curating products from 800 retailers. Now, let me tell you, this is what Heather and her team at Saddle Design have already done for you, because sometimes it is the process to curate. And now you can earn up to 30% commission if somebody shops your Chirpyest shopping board. As I said, we have 800 retailers on the platform and growing. And again, we take suggestions of who you guys want to work with, and we're happy to go out to them and partner with them. I tried to pull all 800 logos on and put it on this slide, but it wasn't really possible. So let's go back to Acme Real Estate for a second. We thought that they would use Chirpyest shopping boards on one or two listings. It turns out they are making boards for most of their listings. They're using Chirpyest as a marketing tool, as an earning tool, as a market differentiator, and as a brand builder. And in this case, as Heather just said, I mean, Heather, this is the first time I saw your presentation. I've seen your presentation, and the idea that you guys, with all the things with commissions, can use it as a way to increase those commissions, please have at it. So go to chirpyest.real estate, and you can add our browser extension. You can just swipe this QR code right here. And you can visit the sites to our partner companies, and you can start adding to boards, or I'm going to show you how we're using it with Heather, where you can actually start using Heather's boards. And you can start making your listings shoppable. And just a quick recap very quickly. Chirpyest can help you professionally to make your listing shoppable. And just one other thing that, I don't bring up that much and that often with realtors, but a lot of realtors have found you can actually just earn cash back on your everyday purchases using Chirpyest. So use Chirpyest personally. There's no reason why you shouldn't, when you're shopping in Anthropologie, get 7.5% cash back for your purchases, or cash back from Target or Macy's or Neiman Marcus or any of our retailers. So use Chirpyest for personal use as well. I highly encourage that. And so now you've earned trust as influencers in your community. Now it's time for you to earn money as well. And that's it. So now let me take you through. I'm going to stop this share, and I'm going to show you what this looks like in real life. Okay, so this is Chirpyest. This is my shopping board page. I have an enhanced page as is Heather, because we are, we're the pros in this. But let me just first, let me just do this very quickly. This is that house that Acme Real Estate had. They were able to create a blog post on their blog, and it says "Shop this look," and it takes them straight to this Chirpyest shopping board where people can buy this orange chair. And then they, as I said, have been creating shopping boards for all of their listings. As a member of Chirpyest, I just want to take you through the platform a little bit. It looks a little bit different than when you go on to join. You can actually shop items. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to put a little heart by that, and I'm going to come back to that. So you can shop from several brands. You can go to our brand list here, and you can see all of the retailers that we have on Chirpyest. And this is the amount of commission or cash back you make. The other day, we just had somebody sell from AJ Madison Appliances some Wolf appliances, and they actually made quite a bit of money. So, go for those high-end items like, we have Lulu in Georgia and AJ Madison and Annie Selke rugs, and add those items to boards, because actually those will mean that you'll get more commission. And also just think of too, you can also, if somebody just asks you off the fly for some recommendations for anything, you can come to Chirpyest and see that if you're able to create a link and send them a link. Here's where your profile will appear on the Chirpyest community, where these are all these other people who've been making boards, many of whom are realtors. And then I'm just going to now move over to my shopping board. So you remember when I put a heart by that item? Here it is. I'm going to just show you my folders. I've created a number of folders here. These are all items here where you can just get the individual items for sale. But I want to show you now, I'm going to go over here, Lauren, to your email that you sent me earlier today. Earlier, Lauren sent me some of the boards that Style to Design has made. And I'm going to go here to their farmhouse bedroom. Let me go to the traditional bedroom. And so now Style to Design has shared this board with me. And guess what I can do? Here's the board. Here's an image of the board with all the links. Here are all the items that I can now share this board with a client potentially. But now I can add this board. And add this board means now this board becomes mine. It's now Colette's. And now I can change it to traditional bedroom for Colette. And or let's say I have a client, I'm going to call my client Jane. I can now take this, if you go to back to all folders, now traditional bedroom for Jane is mine. And this is a Style to Design. Style to Design has curated thousands of these boards. And now I can share this folder with anybody in my community. I can share it on my Instagram. I can share it in my community. I can share it directly with the client. I can put a QR code on a mailer and direct people to this board to see what the home could look like. And I can also add additional items to the board if I want. So right now, if I go here, I can add an item. Remember that clock? Oops, let me go back here. This is our Create Share Link tool. I can, let's see, I might not be in the right. There's a way to add items. Sorry, you can add the item from here. No, I'm in the wrong account. But there's a way to add items directly to those boards again. And oh, sorry, here we go. There it is. I can add this clock now. I can add a selected item to a board. Traditional bedroom for Jane. We're adding that clock. So now I've taken the Style to Design board, the traditional bedroom, and I've now customized it a little further for my client. And I can now send this to the client with any additions that I have. I want to show you very quickly the Create Share Link tool, which is a tool where I can take any link from any retailer. Let's say I go to Bloomingdale's here, and I'll do Lulu in Georgia in just a minute, and I can take this purse. I can actually just take the link here, go back to the Create Share Link tool. Actually, let me tell you the easy way to do this. This is the Chirpyest pop-out. So if you get the browser extension, the Chirpyest browser extension, which you just download on Chrome or Safari, and you can see that on our site, I can just add this item directly to my shopping boards. And right here is the Chirpyest bird with the dollar sign. I go here, and there's that purse. And now I can go into the board. I can add it to another board. We're adding a feature. Heather has asked for a special feature, which means that you can add directly to specific boards from here. So adding the browser extension makes life a lot easier. If you should decide not to add the browser extension and you decide you would like to just use the Chirpyest website, you would just go here, copy the link, go to the Chirpyest Create Share Link tool, paste the link. You can either create a share link that you can share with your friends or family or followers, or you can add it to your shopping board. And there's that bag added to my board. Now, and just another thing about sharing links, you can also use Chirpyest just to share links to one item. So for example, a client needs something very quickly, you can actually just add, you can just create one share link as well and copy the link. So that's pretty much Chirpyest in a nutshell. I think I've covered everything I wanted to show you. The browser extension is key to make your life a lot easier as far as adding things to boards and customizing the boards that Heather is sharing with you. Let's go back just very quickly, just to a few more boards. They created several public boards, but really the majority of the boards that are part of the style design package are private. And so you can really get an array of items. Here's a coastal entrance and foyer with items from Serena and Lily. Let's see, that one we're going to fill out a little later. We have the modern luxury living room. It's great. So, and by the way, once you make the board yours, you can actually also, let me just go back here so you can see some of the features, back to all folders. I'm going to go back to this traditional bedroom. You can actually move the items around and you can actually make it so that whatever you want your client to see first. So this is all of this comes with working with both Chirpyest and Style to Design in partnership. So what we've done is we came together. We had this tool that a lot of realtors were using, but a lot of realtors were finding the barrier of they don't want to go curate a bunch of things. I mean, it is time consuming, I've got to tell you. And as much as I love the technology we built, it is time consuming to do that, to do that curation. We initially built this for influencers, and a lot of influencers have the time to go and curate, and that's part of their whole job. Realtors, your job is to sell homes. And so we found that we were finding a little bit, realtors were doing it, but it was time consuming for them. And so just a quick side story, I'd seen that Heather had been creating a lot of links. And so back last summer, I emailed her and then I didn't hear back. And then this summer I emailed again, but it turns out when I looked through my emails, Heather had emailed me as well. So we had been looking for each other. She'd emailed me months and months before. So around the same time that I had found her, she had found me, but neither of us we were like two souls wandering in the wilderness, and we finally found each other. And really, we were the missing piece to each other's puzzle.
Yeah. And one of the things, so we do have a lot of members here on Style Design, and I love it because my phone is blowing up with our members being like, how does this work for us? How does this work for us? So let me make sure you guys understand. So right now, our design boards, we have 1,000, right? They are private. When you are a member of Style to Design, and so if you're curious, here's a QR code to become a member. When you're a member of that, it unlocks our boards, and that you now get access to basically take them and put them in your Chirpyest, and they automatically become your affiliate link with a click of a button. So in the past, our design boards, they were all individual clicks, right? Well, those individual clicks, when you clicked on it, was my affiliate link, not yours. Now you have the easiest easy button with this partnership. So it makes it so that you should immediately, once you start using reality staging, reality renovation, you should start be making that Chirpyest affiliate revenue, because all of those links are now your affiliate link. Okay, so if you're overwhelmed with this process, don't worry about it, because what happens is when you sign up with us, we do an orientation with you. In that orientation, we will sign you up with Colette, with Chirpyest. We'll get all of that. We will hold your hand through that entire process. We actually have built, I'm going to just show you a little sneak peek. I built an entire academy that walks you through literally daily things of action plans that we can do to walk you through how to build this value proposition into your business. So please know, we've thought through most everything. We even give you those curated templates, that, I don't know if you saw it, menu of services and that tiered commission approach. We've even built out all those templates. So if you are curious, here's that QR code to learn more. We are offering 50% off your first month. So if you scan that and you see that, please make sure that is just for the next 24 hours. So if that's something you're curious about and you're not a member, please know that is open too. But we really would love to open this up for questions, right, Colette?
Yes, absolutely. And just one added thing I was going to say, just, and again, I'm not a realtor, but I would think that as you were actually going to try to win listings as well, this could be a tool. Where, you might know what's inside of a house, or you might have some dreams of a house that needs renovation that's in a neighborhood. You might be able to bring some of these style boards and say, this is how what we can, these are the design services we can offer you. So it's a way to also win some great business as well. Yeah, we'd love to open it up. Absolutely. We'd love to open it up to both live questions for anybody who's brave enough who wants to raise their hand and ask a question live. And also we can answer some of the questions in the comments. So let me just address this about Chirpyest. Chirpyest and LTK. LTK is a influencer platform which allows influencers to shop and share. Shop and share. And so LTK was invented by a blogger who started about the same time I did. I've been a member of LTK for years. The difference between LTK and us is one's transparency. You know exactly how much money you're making. Two, Chirpyest is available. You have to LTK. The barriers to entry were always you had to have a blog. You had to be a creator. We have built these tools for regular everyday people and small businesses and entrepreneurs to use. So the difference is that we're working with a wide variety of people and not just influencers, traditional influencers. So what we tried to do was democratize influence. And what you'll see is more transparency. And I didn't show you the account section of Search Chirpyist, where all you have to do is put in your PayPal or Venmo, and we pay on the 16th and the 30th and the 1st of every month. Usually takes a couple months for the brands to close out the sale, so they know that there's not a return. But you have full transparency of what was sold and how much you'll make. And so for me, having been a blogger for years and used a lot of these platforms, I tried to build something that was a little bit different and that actually provided the tools and the resources that helped more people use their influence and monetize their influence.
Awesome. Awesome. You just answered, I think, a few of those questions with that, Colette, which is great. Patricia has her hand raised. Patricia, if you want to unmute yourself.
Yes, I currently use Chirpyest as an individual for my personal items.
Nice.
Will I be getting another login as a realtor, or how does that work?
So you use your current Chirpyest account still, so you don't need a new account. If you want to start utilizing reality staging and reality renovation, having access to our design boards, you do have to become a member of Style to Design. So that QR code will take you to a form. That form, once you fill that out, we can schedule a demo with you and walk you through the platform if you wanted to kind of take that next step. So that's what this QR code is for you.
Okay, and what is the monthly cost for the membership
Yep.
for the
So
Style to Design?
Yeah, so our monthly membership is $99. And that gives you full access to all of our design boards. It gives you access to our academy so that you can learn how to, it's my coaching system. So you get access to that. And you also get access to hundreds of templates that you can use. They're built in Canva that you can take and modify to your brand to use in your business. And if you're utilizing reality staging and reality renovation, that should be something that you easily recoup with your affiliate money pretty quickly.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Lauren, were there some other questions that we could answer?
Oh, Lauren, you're on mute.
Sorry. Somebody did ask for the link instead of just the QR code, so I did put that in the chat just now. And then I think Patricia did ask about the turnaround time. She said, what is the turnaround time for us to receive commission on items that our client has purchased?
Yeah, so that you'll receive immediately an email from Chirpyest. Once the brand recognizes that the purchase was made, you receive an email from Chirpyest saying cashback has been earned and it's pending. And then it depends on each retailer. Some retailers it's 30 days because what they're waiting for before they pay us, they're waiting for it to know that the person doesn't return the item. So it can be 30 to 120 days, but you'll see immediately within 48 hours, you'll see on your account whether somebody has purchased something. And then it's just pending until, they haven't returned it.
I'll tell you, there's nothing more fun to just see money drop in your account. I love it. So thank you, Colette, for that. All right, we have another question. Michigan. We do have some Michigan folks that are part of Style Design and Chirpyest, but we're happy to look in your current area of Michigan and match it to our Style Design members. I don't know your name because it's under the Razan. So if you want to go ahead and just put your name in that comment, we can look that up for you. But go ahead and fill out that interest form with your name, phone number, and email so that way we can connect with you as well.
Tanya.
If we are already a member of Style Design, how do we get the proper access with Chirpyest? Your name's also under Razan. So if you can put your name on here, Lauren will connect with you to make sure that you are signed up with Chirpyest. So that way we can activate getting cash back for you.
Yeah. And also one of the benefits you get when you join through this whole thing is that you become a creator. So most people that join Chirpyest cannot create multiple boards. So if you join, and it probably is easiest just to join through Style to Design. They have a link to join Chirpyest. You get the access to additional features like the multiple folders, so you can create multiple folders. You get there's a way that you can put a feature image on the folders. You're able to do that with the Style Design membership, Chirpyest membership. So you'll want to join through us, and we have technology where we can see whether you're on both of our platforms, and if you are, you will eventually become automatically, you'll get upgraded to those features. But for right now, probably easiest to join through the Style to Design Chirpyest join link, and then that way you'll get access to all those features immediately, the creator features.
Yeah, Lauren, those of you that are current members of Style Design, or those of you that are not yet members of Chirpyest, Lauren, can you drop our Chirpyest link in the comments? And please utilize that link. It would just probably save a little time for all of us if you could drop that link in there. And then if you're already a member of Chirpyest, Colette and our team will work together to make sure you get those benefits. It's really a dream partnership between the two of us. We are really going to be changing the way listings happen in the future. So you guys are really special because you're at the forefront of something really, really huge in our industry. So it's a great opportunity for you to right now get ahead of it before anybody else gets traction on it. So become the expert of this in your local market so that way you have a competitive edge over everybody else. Okay. All right. So Lauren dropped that link. Awesome. Shelly asked, I'm a current Style Design client and would love some guidance getting connected to Chirpyest. Fantastic, Shelly. We will connect with you to make sure that happens. Awesome.
The link is in there. So once you guys sign up for Chirpyest, it will also have, once you're signed up, the instructions on how to add it to your browser. And once that's in, it's very pretty much self-explanatory. And then once you start shopping around, that will pop up like you saw Colette showing you. It will pop up in your browser if it is an item from Chirpyest, and you can just click activate the cashback or any of those things, and that will start going to anything that you are purchasing. Now, all of our boards, we're now making sure that a majority of the items on those boards are all Chirpyest items. So if you want a full room, you can then have that, add those to your Chirpyest and make money off of that. So,
and the coolest thing about it, like Colette showed you, is you're going to also be able to customize them. Right? So you're also going to be able to add additional items to shop. So those of you in the past, that's been a question, like they love this board, but they'd like to add this artwork or they'd like to add this. You'll be able to delete some artwork, add other artwork, so you can truly customize it for your client. So it's super powerful.
Right.
Awesome.
And I've noticed realtors, I've gone to my first realtor conference, they're very stylish. So somebody might be even asking about some wardrobe items you could add to the board as well. I'm sure you get asked all the time, where did you get those shoes? Where'd you get that bag?
I did, Colette, you would laugh. I did something about basil seeds and I earned like hundreds of dollars in affiliate revenue off of it. And all I did was post about basil seeds. So it's powerful, right?
Yeah.
She asked if you have to be a member of Style Design and to be a part of Chirp. Absolutely not. Chirpiest is open to everybody. There's just some extra benefits that you get if you're partnered with both.
Yep.
Also, I'm seeing in here too some questions about the accounts. Chirpyit is a completely separate entity than Style to Design. Style to Design will be its own account, and Chirpyist will have its own account. Now, if you are a part of Style to Design, we have step-by-step instructions on how to bring Chirpyist into and sign up for Chirpyist. And then if you're in Chirpyist, if you just have any questions, honestly, you can just reach out to info@styletodesign.com and we'll be able to help answer any of these questions because I know time is getting a little limited here.
Yep.
If anyone wants to stay on, I'll go ahead and power through some of these. Are there multiple price points for boards? Absolutely. We have luxury to non-luxury. We have boards that are sourced from Target, then all the way up to our house, and more. So we sell at all price points at my brokerage, so we make sure that we have all price points covered. So that's not, and Colette has all price points covered and affiliate revenue. So it is different username and passwords because they are two separate entities. Your username and password for Chirpyist is not the same for Style Design. It says, so then as a realtor, what is the big difference with us with reality staging versus virtual staging and also using blown up visuals in the room? So virtual staging is fake furniture. It doesn't exist. Okay. So it's cyberspace. We're using real furniture that are based out of design boards. So the reason why the NAR has said that we can sell the home stating design services included is because our visuals have a click to purchase solution. So it's basically you're offering interior design within that real estate transaction. So that's the biggest difference between virtual staging and reality staging. I started it because my buyers were let down when they saw virtual stage. So that is why we went on a mission and invented reality staging because it didn't exist. Okay. So all that product that they click to purchase, that is affiliate revenue that you earn revenue off of. So you can earn up to 30% cash back because everything we're sourcing from are chirpiest links. Okay. Isn't it a letdown for a buyer when they tour the home? It can't, virtual staging is 100% a letdown. If you explain reality staging correctly, it is not a letdown because we do it day in and day out. We let them know that we have simulated real product into a home that they can turn into reality. So we're giving them the purchase solution so that they have saved money and not having to hire an interior designer to help furnish that space. Okay. I do understand that physical staging is more an investment for the seller, but what is the ROI on reality staging? So reality staging, we're seeing homes sell faster. We are seeing homes sell for more money. Physical staging is always going to be the number one thing that you want to do. Physical staging is the proven 6 to 11% more. Reality staging is an alternative if physical staging doesn't make sense. I own a physical staging. I always encourage physical staging first. But if it doesn't make sense, if there's pets in the home, young children, or the house is just not worth staging, then that is where reality staging is the best option. Okay. Do we email Lauren if we're already Style Design members with a personal Chirpyest account? We need links to all assets. So we will connect with you, Nicole, on that. She asked you if you could email her. That'd be great. And then Colette just put that article in. Thank you.
Yes, and just talking about how this is the future and the way things are going. That's part of the reason why NAR invested in our company, they have an investment arm called Second Century Ventures. Is that I was the only non-prop tech company that was asked to be part of that program because they saw that there was this great alignment between realtors needing to be able to show people what their homes could look like. And just to Heather's point, where she just said that you can. Not only is it a value add in the sense that you're trying to get the listing and you're actually saying to the people that you can save money, but they can actually pass the seller can pass this reality staging onto the buyer, because oftentimes buyers have no idea what they're going to do with the house. So they might see the reality staging. They might, the seller can actually say, here's a whole packet of things that you guys can take and use and the buyers can use for the house. So it's like, it's a staging tool, but it's also a really great tool and incentive for the buyers. So it saves money on the staging side for the sellers, and it saves money on the interior design side for the buyers.
Perfect. Awesome.
Great.
There are more questions in here. Do you want me just to start powering through them real quick?
Yeah, I
Those of
mean,
you
we'll
that
stay. I mean,
want,
yeah, I'll stay behind. I would love to. I just wanted to make sure that we got through the essence of what we were talking about, so that everybody, if they needed to leave at 11:45, could. But I'll stay behind too. I'd love to continue to chat.
awesome. So Charles just said we have to give the buyer's vision. I had 22 showings at my open, and the house wasn't even on MLS. Engaging was high on the open because they wanted to know what was the offering. Is this because you used reality staging, Charles?
Yeah, the reality stage and reality renovation is super vital to giving people that vision on a house that they might otherwise just pass by.
Yeah.
Uh, and one thing I'd like to say that it goes beyond just winning the listing and winning your clients. There are so many opportunities for income generating opportunities with this outside of just the listing appointment. Like I think people are heavily into love it instead of love it or leave it. I think they're loving it right now. So that's an offering that we have in our market right now in Phoenix is, hey, affordability is crap here in Phoenix. If you're loving your home, let us help you love it even more. Right? It's basically the offering.
Yeah.
That's a great. Charles, so are you a style design member as well?
I am.
Okay, this is interesting. So Heather, this is Charles is the kind of person that and we can talk to you offline that we would love to chat with even more because we have some opportunities of highlighting your story and your case study as well.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
The NAR is looking for individuals like yourselves that are utilizing it at a high level so that way you could be featured. Good publicity, right?
Always.
Always, always. We always want that as a real estate agent. Nanette says, how does the contractor list work? Are the agents doing that individually, or is there a vetted list in each community given within the board? So you do vet the contractor, Nanette. You are local here in Naples, so we do have those contractors vetted for you. But if you're not local, like within my market here in Southwest Florida, you do vet the contractors. That's all stuff that we teach in our academy. Also, when you're a member of Styles Design, we do a workshop and a mastermind every single month that we teach and train the agents on how to set it up in their business correctly. So, any of our members, and Nanette, you are a member, so you're able to have access to all that education and training. All right, I think we've gotten through it all, Colette.
Yeah, this is
Did it.
awesome. This is really great. It's been so much fun. And, this is kind of our kickoff call. We started partnering in June and been getting all the bells and whistles going. So it's really great to have this first opportunity to sit down with Heather and to meet all of you guys and then hopefully really grow this together and really get your businesses, putting some fuel behind your businesses and making things really move. And the reason why I love the real estate community is your entrepreneurialism. And so I love the fact that you guys are open and that you want to try new things. And as a tech founder who's had to figure out how to try new things, it's very exciting to be working with this community.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. If you need us, we are here for you. Remember, it's info@styletodesign.com. Reach out to us. Those of you that are members, let's get this party started. Let's start making you some money. So we've got the easy button already created for you. So we appreciate you and have an awesome day.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks, Lauren, too, for everything.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Lauren.